Meet Mr. Rich Kid, the family's golden boy. Top-tier looks, endless cash. Just another Tuesday for him. Then bam, lightning strike. Spoiler, he survived. Some ghostly creep tried to hijack his bod. Vernon fought back with mana, but a piece of the ghost stuck. Suddenly, random memories hit him, and weird text popped up, like total doomsday spoilers. About 72 demons wrecking Earth. But wait, the scary part. Fernand homeless, bro kicked to the curb. Oh, and the world's ending. But the poverty part, that really ticked our guy off. Since then, Fernand's been obsessing in class about why he got these future spoilers. A future where some dude named to beach the baddies. But he still ends up broke. Watch him dodge that mess. The soul merge finished, and wondered where the visions came from. Zero clues though. The merge ended. Fernand wondered where the data came from, but found zilch. One thing was legit. There was a high chance this wasn't fake. It felt like real Destiny stuff. So he used the cheat codes to stack more cash. Prophecy meant his ruin was near. Time to His assistant asked how the class went. Same old, he said, grabbing coffee and a paper. She asked if the young lord felt sick. Nah, I'm good. The staffer mentioned. Looked stressed. Since when do you care? Fernand snapped. Said he's been acting weird for 6 months straight. Like his priorities totally shifted, and he made weird moves since the zap, like he was possessed. Fernand claimed it was part of the plan, until he saw name Armian. Whoa, that guy actually enrolled. Assistant asked for sources, but Fernand just bolted south. Servant held the coffee, watching his boss eat. Out, Imperial Academy, massive campus on Bardian Island. Magic made lands, and specifically the South Swamp, where Fernand hunted for proof. 3 major spoilers were stuck in his head. Horrible futures that ticked him off. He was in denial mode. First, Fernand Fellenberg ends up a broke hobo. Second, 72. Ancient demons wake up. Third, the fate of Armian saves the world beaten up monsters. He's low-key famous. Descendant of the OG founder, Kinas Armian, who built the empire with 5 kingdoms. 1,000 years later, that fallen house is basically a punchline to the royals. Spoilers say the Armenian heir was supposed to be the main character ditching exams to sprint to this swamp. Just like the script said, I had to see with my own eyes if this loser was following the script. If he was, then the prophecy is legit. He's not just the lead. He's the reason my future is gonna suck. Funniest part, he has zero clue. Why? Hate his guts. I couldn't finish the stupid prophecy book, so I only know the general vibes, not the logic. Ideally, he joins the demons later, but that sounds totally fake. Ain was currently hunting for a secret dungeon in the swamp. Inside, loot from the first Impura sword with a ghost in it. Book says he's the chosen one, most likely to save the world. If he didn't have the insane talent to slay demons, he'd be dead meat. Then Blood figured he got wrecked. Guess he's a late bloomer. A croaker, nasty, swamp beast, tough fight. Fernand figured it was playing out just like the cheat sheet, but he had to double. Suddenly, movement. Why was Ain chilling out here instead of entering the dungeon? Fernand called out, yo, restricted area for new. Ain asked how I knew him. I know the Armenian heir, anywhere. Ain hit me with the who are you? I'm Fernand, call me senior. I asked if he was running from a lizard, ran into a croaker, he admitted. I tossed a potion. Rare monster. Just your bad luck. That wasn't cheap stuff though. It was tough. Way better than chugging 10 cheapo vials. Ain tried the I'm broke excuse. Just call me senior, I said. Don't need cash. My family flopped, but I'm still royal. It's an investment. Ain seemed surprised. He thanked me, thinking I'm cool. Jokes on admitted BA. Waste without the prophecy. Lucky it's me. Anyone else would have booted you. So watch your back. Ain nodded, taking the help. Fernand didn't leave, just went invisible mode and tailed him. Man, this place is huge. Did he clear it all already? But something was off. Magic lamps were lit, but zero mana in the air. Something was sucking the energy dry. Maybe those lamps? This Ain guy didn't match the prophecy at all. Can't trust him. The script said he crawled in here, battered and broken from the fall, chugging potions, barely walking, fighting pain, until he saw it. At the altar's end, a long sword sat there, practically daring him to grab it. Ain snatched the blade, and boom, blinding light flooded the dark cave. Fernand figured the magic was fading, but it left a glowing trail behind. That altar mark matches ain't the dude who cleared the dungeon. The whole vibe was screaming one thing. The prophecy's legit. His doomed future is officially loading now. He groans. Great. Destined to be a broke beggar. What a trash fate. Ain Ari Armian, prophecy boy, demon slayer, and the guy who'll ruin me. Ain was still a total rookie, but their vibes were complete opposites. Dude cared about honor way more than cold hard cash. One wrong move, and fireworks. He ponders the mess. His servant asks, Sup, Fernand? tells Hyde there's a jackpot waiting. What do I do? Hyde says, go for it. Young Lord whines about their clashing vibes, but Hyde shrugs. Duke says enough cash fixes any personality clash. Fernand sighs, demons and world-ending stuff. Way too messy. But hey, money bridges any gap between he needs dirt on Ain, so he warns. I'm hunting him down now. Servant asks, who? Knowing a guest is due, but sighs as the boss bails. Academy dorms are ranked by scores. 1 to 10, the Lebedice elites. 11 to 30, the gifted kids. Bottom tier, the deep. Suddenly, the sword's ego freaks out. An army and heir in the trash dorms. No way. Even the dead emperor would but Ain just asks, why the demons? Sword Ghost replies, impossible. Unless someone meddled. Ain shrugs. Not my problem to fix. I'm too weak. The sword screeches, liar. I don't buy it. Ain blames the first emperor for ditching air system and turning the throne into an election circus. He gave away army and lands for a century like it was charity. Land's gone, cash is gone, and the skills, poof, gone. Despite being a candidate, the emperor insists he's got skills and promises to fund him. The current emperor stuck him there for a reason. 2. Fernan knocks Ain home. Who is it? Your favorite senior? Ain opens up. What brings you here? Fernan grins. Busy. Swordboy says he's free. Fernan nods. Let's take a walk. Since it's super loud here, he wants quiet. Ain says, give me 10 minutes. Fernan groans about making a senior. Wait 10 minutes. I should school you. Ain sighs. Fine. 5. You got it? The hero agrees. I'll hang by the dorms. The first emperor's ghost goes, yo, who even is this dude? It claims he's the top Fellenberg heir, but the spirit is skeptical. Wait, that loaded vamp? Unfair to be rich and talented. Blondie is sus. Why the meetup? You charging for that brew? Inside, Fernan points out. Hey, you brought the blade? Chill. I'm harmless. MC gets it nights, and swords are just thinking, ... is Emperor Gardener's ego possessing him? So, why the invite? Fernan shrugs. No biggie, just hungry for dinner. Order, whatever. A try's passing. ... single. Cause prices are insane. But Fernan insists. My treat, so he caves. MC thinks he looks sweet and clueless, but, asterisk, ... How did he scam me in that prophecy? He asks. Postgrad plans. Usually, ... People chase clout, but Armenians just get buff alone. Wild seeing your fam here. A hits back. Sick of being a laughingstock. Even if only on paper, Armenian blood is royal. That is why he gotta fix the fams. Rep. Fernan notes, the grit. Kid's proud, ambitious. Not just a nice kid, Fernan gets his vibe. But we'll sponsor him later. Bad move to do it now. It would crush his ego. Kid would die before begging. Priority slow burn loyalty until the time is right. Then snag him like a fish on a hook. And ... milk him for everything. Hyde asks, where ya been? Boss, you see, Hi, nah, just summoned Lou, cause they're lazy. Hyde admits he should have sent ... her away knowing boss was late, but made her wait instead. Won't that break his spirit? Fernan ... says, it's chill. Put work into burr. It'll hold till it hurts. Hyde is confused. Why does ... up with the young master? Nothing, just a headache. Suddenly, prophecy vibes hit. A girl? Epic blonde hair. Fancy sword? Prophecy Shota watching her sword dance. Thinking, ... I will protect her, even with broken wings. Fellenberg's hurt her. He has to break those chains. Fernan realizes. So that is why A hates my guts later. He curses his luck while she just waits there. Hyde freezes, thinking the curse was for him. Lua fumes. Asterisk Fernan bailed yesterday. Now he calls. She gripes that he is trying to crush her vibe. Watching from the window, Fernan feels her rage. Ah, cuntly, blood. They were total bosses guarding the north. One of the 7 big shot. Then a monster wave hit and totally trashed the place. Bye-bye fortress. See ya glory. The Burvs were broke and desperate for a comeback. They pawned off their fancy titles and rights just to survive. So the head of the Fellenbergs, my dad, slid into their deal. We Fellenbergs are magic geniuses, but we swing swords like toddlers. We desperately wanted to level up, and this was our golden ticket. We survive but struggle every year. Just need a push to unlock epic magic sword skills. Out of everyone, ... Luina was totally fated to be A's main squeeze. That greedy jerk thinks he can save the world and get the girl. Since she's with him, I gotta play nice so she doesn't hate my guts. I noted she was early, then said, my bad about yesterday. I totally spaced out. Didn't mean it. She goes, whatever. The unlucky ones always get the short straw. I was like, whoa, chill. I never said that. She shrugged it off and asked, okay, so why'd you summon me? Come on, you know why? I figured I needed to win some points with her. Phase 1, mention the Magic Night team-up. She shut me down instantly. She asked if ... I was nuts. She's like, why pick a rank 10 loser? I have way better options. So I dropped the bomb. Stick with me for 3 years, and I'll pay off all that crazy interest. But only if you let me be your sponsor. Lua looked super confused. Why? I tried the teamwork as key speech, but she wasn't buying it. She knew I wanted her on my payroll, even if she's just a sword nerd. I told her straight up, look, I send all my cash home. Everyone knows I live cheaper than a peasant. So, sponsoring you isn't some weird flex. I'm just investing in pure talent. She goes, nobles don't usually sponsor other nobles. Dude, I realized she's super big on that pride and honor stuff. So I said, yeah, we're both nobles. But let's be real, we aren't equal. Your family has honor, sure, but you can't compare it to my family's ancient clout. Are you dissing me? I realized this was a direct shot. Unlike with that Armenian guy, even if she ... hates it, she has to say yes. Don't be proud. I wasn't lying about your mad skills. I saw you practiced recently. It was, honestly, beautiful. I figured she couldn't say no to someone who actually gets her talent. What? I raised my hand dramatically. I'll never forget that sight. Then I started laying it on, super thick. She turned bright red and yelled, stop. But I was like, I can't. I shouted about how perfect her moves were until she finally caved, just to shut me up. Back in her room, her maid read through the secret contract. The deal ends when school's out. In exchange for being my partner for 3 long years. Luina admitted the perks were insane. Plus, he called her sword skills legendary and noble. He was totally lost for words. Regarding her beauty, annoying the maid. Maid calls him a perv. But Luna says, chill, he's a Fellenberg heir. The maid insisted that this guy was trying to rizz her up. Luna felt nothing sus, but played along for the fan. Maid flexed Luna's rank 2 versus his 10th till Hyde showed up. Boss wants you. He said, he's at the training grounds. Come, ASAP. Maid nods. Luna's confused. What's he plotting there? Fernan knows she is ranked 2nd, only bested by Eleng Donards, who never lost to her. But she's got top 10 potential. Time to see if she's got hacks. Luna arrives, totally clueless, asking what's good. Fernan just wanted to prove he's not trash, so she won't ditch the team. Even as a top 10er, she admit he's skilled, but rank 2 is a whole other level. Fernan goes, yeah, I get it. Luna says, prove it. You get the first hit? Fernan grabs his staff and casts stone magic. Rocks fly, but she slices M like Fruit Ninja. Luna charges the mage, shredding everything. She thinks he's wrecking the gym with lightning, making her slash again. But he teleports behind, charging a massive nuke. Luna sees the buffs. Not normal spells. Now she gets Fernan's plan. He was smurfing the whole time. The whole field floats with her. Infinite mana cheat. She wonders while dodging. Not 10th place skills. She slept on him. About to lose, she unleashes beast mode. Fernan grins. Impressive. Walls cave in as magic clashes with her sword. She rushes him. Clatter. Staff hits the dirt. Our boy yells, I surrender. You trolling? She asks. Nah, just out of mana. No mana means game over versus a knight. She realizes he's dry. Can't win now. She blocked it all. The dub is hers. Feels bad though. Fernan says, wait, hands her a gift. Heard you like chocolate. Family whiskey recipe. Top tier stuff. If she hates it, I've got backup deep fried World Tree snacks or those fancy Kraken chocolates from Freysia. Lua asks if I stalked her background. I tell her, nah, didn't go that. Harcourt just crept on the files of every top 10 student. Lua rolls her eyes, calling the victory chocolate totally childish. Fernan grins, joking he won't force it on her, but the girl snatches it from his hand. Then she pauses. Wait, she says, pointing out I had enough mana to spam massive attacks, yet I held back. She asks why I played the average top 10 student card when I'm clearly a monster. I shrugged. Real merchants don't crave the limelight, sweetheart. Back at the dorm, Hyde is freaking out. What happened? You totally fried. Your mana amp? I sighed. Dual Dwa, she's tough, so I burned through the gear. Not just that she drained her entire mana tank too. Hyde groans. You wasted epic loot on a spar? Is she really worth that cash? I call it a future investment. He asked if the electric shocks fried my brain. Fernan thinks back. Aunt Armian wasn't lying. That fencing was slick. I get why it's a secret. Plus, Lua has serious skills, which makes me wonder why she isn't rank 1. Maybe her gear is just trash. Tier. Hyde asks, what will you tell the Duke? That secret Burv technique is super rare. I admit, I'm a little sweating it. Think Dad would disown me? I ask. The secretary shakes his head. No, he'd probably just kill you first. I figured he wouldn't off his own son just for wrecking a scheme. So, in that case, I decided to write him first. Then, I got this mental image of him exploding. Anxiety City. My brain went wild. with doom scenarios. I tried to ignore it. A few days later, the reply drops. I blink. That was way faster than I expected. Hindsight. The reckoning is finally here. I ask if Dad sent a secret code or PS, but Hyde denies it, acting like it's his last day on the job before I get executed. I tell myself it's not my fault. Technically, Auntie is the one dealing with demons. This whole mess wasn't really about that, so I should be chill. Time to face the music. Dad thinks I made a pact. Truth. I just have a cheat code book, but I can't say that. Hyde ushers me out since his grace is waiting. I realize I can't exactly prove the prophecy book exists. If I spill the beans, Dad will just rant that I'm hallucinating or trying to tank the family rep. I need a solid excuse to make up for losing the burv. Dad eyes me up. You look more normal than I expected. He honestly thought I was on drugs, crazy, or that some ancient demon king possessed me. Explain what you did, he demands. I smirk. I simply decided to make a better investment in the burv. Pops asks, what beats ninja secrets? But I keep my lips zipped. The big boss warns he wasn't asking nicely, and suddenly, I'm the family screw-up. I admit it, but I'm not budging. But if he actually trusts, deal we have. I'll bring gold better than secret source. Dad demands the source of my guts. Again, he's relentless. Fernan hits repeat. Sorry, classified info. Pops calls it nuts. I didn't raise a reckless idiot. He fumed. So, our main guy. Here, size, guess I gotta leak the prophecy card now. Hated this, but zero choice. I wasn't being dumb. I claim I'll own the Misa. In exchange, I'm gonna spill the tea. I've got my own spy network. See? Yvonne rolls his eyes. Doubt it, but go on. Fernan points east. Viscount Donuts land hides a major manum. His dad's clueless. Are your spies just kids playing pretend? Fernan grins. He says that, thanks to those kids, we struck lucky gold. It pays off our debts plus interest. Literal mountain of cash. Magic stones are packed with mana juice, which means they sell for crazy high prices. Haven't seen it? Honestly. But hey, it buys me survival time. I mentioned the donut shipment crashed in a storm. They're broke. Perfect time to snatch that mine while they're down. And I'll leak the future vision bit by bit. Yvonne nods. If true, I'll forget the mess you made. He needs proof. Now, go hit the books. He'll summon me back once he checks the intel. And I nod, relieved. I didn't die. Felt like I aged 10 years. Yvonne shouts my name, just as I'm escaping. I freeze. Did I screw up again? I ask nervously. Dad sighs. Since you're here, let's grab dinner. Door shuts. Yvonne frowns. Black Turtle missed what my kid found. His secretary, but my bad, sir. I'll double-check that intel right now. What's your take on the boy? Aide says, born merchant. Dad's wary. How'd he know? We need to track his squad. Maybe his guys are rock geeks or something. Aide asks, is it the golden pillar? Yvonne nods. He knows value. Uses earth magic despite his fire skills. That explains it. But yeah, gotta verify his story first. Aide muses. Maybe the young master really has the golden pillar. If so, our biz is gonna explode in size. Yvonne smirks. I've always been curious, but this is legit. Weird, right? Secretary, better check Luina Burv and how she thirst-trapped his kid. Secretary asks, true love. And Yvonne's like, zero logic. Just dumb teen crush vibes. Boys, totally love. But he's got a hunch. There's more. Why'd a kid who loves cash more than his dad suddenly flip? Meanwhile, spills tea on Aaliyah and Carlos linking up. Lunia nods along. MC goes. She was fourth, but she snaps back. Fifth, actually. Fernan's confused. Why did team up? What's the tea? Lunia plays it cryptic. Y'all will see, ... Eventually, it's a cash grab, so drama is definitely included. Not totally wrong though. Fernan admits, yeah, cash is king, but there's no bonus here. Luna thinks, money demon isn't a compliment. Reason number one, she can't stand him. The MC tells her to snag the elixir and coupons sitting right there. Says it's Mandra root juice and a voucher for his brand's gear. Lunia's broke, but Fernan pulls the read the contract card. Klim's golden turtle drip is way too bougie for a freebie. He totally agrees inside, but lies to her face. Smooth. But scoring points with Luna to dodge poverty. Worth it? She still refuses though. MC says, rejecting equals penalty. So she caves. Fernan dips. CAN class. Got big stuff to do. Luna's thinking, sponsorship or not, this is pricey. Checks mental receipts for a penalty clause. Nope, he played her. Why is he handing out rare loot, betting he wants to steal her sword style? Not happening. In his room, Fernan bets Ianarian is at this lecture. MC thinks, freshman duel time. Dude's basically a campus celeb. With chill spars. Prophecy says Ein got the swords. Ego started winning and went full save the world, hero mode. Guy walks up, Fernan here, wild. Fernan's like, sup, Your Highness. Prince goes, been a minute, but pivots, asks why he's here. Any freshies catch your eye? Vernon's watching the leaderboards, throws the question back. Here for Ein. Prince nods. Old royal blood. You know, can't blame him for snooping on a fam that's been ghosting us for 100 years. Vernon notes. Lugger, Prince, number 2. His crew's held the throne forever since getting voted in. Related to Eanskin, but they got major beef now. Ludger's a power freak. Ian's totally cramping his style. Lucher's vibing until he spots another dude. Vernon like, who invited him? Dude took the exam and snagged silver. Second best. Baby. Calbander, trying to flex. Vernon thinks it's fate. They met. Total coincidence. Every single hero's got a hater trying to outshine the main character. Classic villain arc. Von definitely the bad guy. Teach calls the fight. Vernon notices Lodger. His goon Von chillin' at the hero's starting line. Is it destiny? Cause things are getting spicy and he gotta see if betting on Ain was the big brain move. Duel starts. And rushes in, like a maniac. Ain peeps it and blocks. Close call. Rival glows up, but Ain flips away. He lands hard, gasping for air. Ludger's like, yo, heard this. Class picks, random fights. Ain got wrecked by RNG. Cause Ain ranked 10th. Way to opt for a dude in 38th place. Totally unmatched. Didn't expect squat, so he was dipping out. Vernon's like, nah, watch this. Ain juices his sword and swings down, slicing Anton's collar. Ludger and Von Air shook. Vernon sees the panic classic rookie mistake. But once he chills, the vibe flips completely. Anton's mad he's losing to a scrub. He goes full power mode. Chicken back thinks Ain's okay, but bets on Anton. Ludger's surprised that rank 38 is pressing rank 10. Wild stuff. No talent, but grinding hard. Vernon feels that struggle. Ain blocks and counters. Vernon knows this world hates underdogs. But Ain's different. He's the literal main character. Ain gets behind Anton. Sword goes flying. Dude hits the dirt hard. Teach yells, winner. Ain flexes with his sword. Class goes nuts. Ain actually clutched the W. Vernon knew it. Prophecy's legit. He picked a winner. Gotta help Ain level up. Then he'll bag Luna too. Other classes gossiping. Why'd Luna say yes? Vernon hates the hype. GF says they'll chill soon. He asks if she chugged the potion and liked the new gear. Luna was secretly hyped. So, she goes, it wasn't bad. Teach walks in. Everybody here? Pairs look solid. No latecomers today. I'm Magic Professor Roslia, she says. Introing fencing Professor Grad. Lessons on assistants pass out maps. First up, practical drill time. Grad goes, show off time, and tosses us onto the field. Map has a mark, 3 hours, tops. No need to be exact, but 4 hours is the hard limit. Q&A time. Kid asks, is this graded? Huge for finals, Grad says. Another asks about fighting. Rosia teases bonus P. So, questions done. Let's roll. GL, Luna, and Fern start trekking. Where are we? He asks. Map it out, she snarks, till they bump into a girl and shy mage. Fern IDs, Jane and Ned. Top 70. Lunina is like, why bother with these low-tier scrubs? Vernon's usually chill, but says, you're a call, boss. Lunia grins. That's rat. Let's snag bonus points and check chords. Vernon asks, wouldn't it be easier to magic it and dox us? She shoots back. Ned tries to bail, but Lunia flips into action. I need those points. You ain't living. Vernon backs her play with a spell. They win. Vernon spots a map defense spell. Jane and Ned vanish. Fast, says Grad. Roselia notes that none lost 2 monsters. PvP drama. Spicy. Who you watching? Grad asks. She lists a few duos. But the real team, Luina Berkvey and Fern Fellenberg. Grad wonders if she's in it for cash, since Fernet ignores grades. It ain't grades, Roselia corrects him. He can ace class, whenever, solo style. Grad's confused, meaning, Vernon's always ranked 10th. Stuck at 10th ace theory, but flops practice. Suspish? So she figured, he hates flexing, hiding his power level. Yup. Those direct the battlefields. Those psychos? Grad's shocked. Rosalie's intrigued. Professor wants to know. It's about him hiding. Nope, she says. Why? Stop now. Cut to Fernan. On a rock. North Coast mark is close. Mountain desert vibes. Lua yells, game over. But he's just asking, yo, where's my squad at? Fern hops off the rock. Northwest fang. Spotted some peeps there too. Wondering if they gotta hunt the next dua. Luina's all. Chill, we got heaps of time. Boom. His staff spawns a humongous boulder. A dude pulls up, shouting for Fern. Lunia's ticked off. Carlos, you sneak attacking rat. Unfair? Nah, he grins. And Professor said real combat, right? Fate brought us here, so I ain't letting you walk. Lunia asks why he's so salty. Fern laughs. His ego's bruised cause he lost his buddy, but it is super cringe. Lunia snaps. Excuse you, I belong to nobody. Mick jokes, you're acting dumb. Carlos snaps, zip it, clown. They agree. Bagging top players equals big points. Can't just sit here. Fern says he has her back. Go ham girl. Unleash the beast. Luna goes, don't trip me up. We have zero chemistry and zero backup. Fern goes, fighting solo is totally. You says he floats 20 rocks. Don't sweat it. I got. They circle the enemies. Mick winks, trust the process. Back inside, Rosalia hypes it up. Big brawling coming. It's in the wasteland zone. Grad asks, did they clear the mobs yet? Teach shakes his head. No mobs there. Watch close. Kids? Grad grins. Those two squads. This matchup is gonna be lit. But will we see Fernan Fellenberg's true skills? Mid-fight Fernan boosts Lunia's rush while the enemies do the same thing. She's shocked. Whoa, why do I feel featherlight? And realizes Fern's buffing her on the fly. Is this his magic? Fern winks, I'm awesome. Luina fumes. Aaliyah slashes, but she hops away. No time to zone out. She thinks, and aims to wreck the chick first, smashing blades with her. Lena goes full power. Carlos flings a lightning bolt at her face. Luna spots it, powering up her blade. Elia grins, seeing her freeze. Got you stuck. Honey, Luna scoffs. Please. She flares her aura out. As the enemy rushes clang, a rock blocks the hit. Carlos yells, what the? Lua teleports next to Fern. Totally shook. MC smirks, family secret spell. Developed it. Recently swaps objects of equal weight. Pretty cool, huh? How'd you know my weight? Fern laughs. Check your student file. She ducks a hit. That rock looked heavy, but I'm lighter. We are totally discussing this later. And I'm torching that record. For real. Fern warns, one slip, and you're toast. Move smooth. Okay. Lunia nods. I got Aaliyah. You keep Carlos busy. Fern just, bro whines about rolling in dirt. Till he spots a glowy Fernan wonders why Carlos doesn't just use the good stuff. Dude summons lightning pillars. Huge zap bundles, way deadlier than that scrub student. That makes him the GOAT, basically. So, he's gotta figure out a shield. Fast. Whips out 2 balls to test M. Fernan charges his magic battery. Carlos was laser focused, brain in overdrive. The blast locks onto our guy, smacking him again. Smoke clears, and Fernan walks out, grinning like a boss. Carlos is shook, asking how he tanked that hit. Fernan tosses the balls. Mana sponges, tweaked him myself. Cost a fortune to make, but hey, they work. Polish them up, and I'd make bank selling these. Carlos yells that using artifacts is for chickens. Fernan goes, it's called strategy. Teach said so. Luina makes Carlos look at his buddy. MC says end it, and she gears up to wreck shop. Aura slashes Aaliyah Ludger, watches from the nosebleeds. Prince notes, only 2 of 4 are left. Aling says bye-bye. There was literally 0 mage students who could wall Carlos's magic. Ledger thinks Fernan and Bereave are cracked. No more hiding. Can't beat Grade Freak Berv without Fernan going full try. His squad would roast him if he flopped, so he can't. Let a rival rise. Followed him to safety, but now he's leveling up. These 2 got kicked out before him. Got a cache, Luina Berv, Fern and Phil. The duo slices a troll in half. Brutal. Lewis says they're close, but mobs keep spawning, so they'd win first. Fernan ignores her, looting the troll corpse. She's like, really? Fernan says he needs the blood for juice. She rolls her eyes. I know that, but I'm rich. So whatever. You, potion maniac. Fernan's like, that's how I got you. She tells him to move. 8 pairs left. He jokes, she can't count. Lua claims she's gotta be top student for reasons. She shouts. Fernan felt it too. There were like 20 dudes aiming right at him. Fernan and Luina threw hands and held their own. Aling zooms at the girl, full speed. He strikes. Luina clocks him. Weapons crash hard. They bounce back, then charge in for round 2. Energies flaring, sword smashing. Again, Ledger floats up, charging a fireball with his mana. But Fernan's earth magic shuts that down instantly. Ledger buffs, a Lang dumping, all mana to face Fernan. Spells crash, boom. Huge explosion rocks the arena. Ledger's like, I was just gonna chill and watch. But you guys wrecked half my squad in a blink. Fernan ain't buying it. Just came for first place. Bro, Ledger goes, nah. Let's talk this out peacefully. Less than an hour left. We fight, we all fail. Let us win. You take second, everyone wins, right? He pushes hard for the deal. Luna's like, I'd rather lose fighting. Fernan nods. Guest talks failed. Ledger sighs. He blasts fire. Show me what you got, Fernan. Been waiting for this. MC grins, shocking the prince. Magic circle lights up below, lifting the ground. Fernan terraforms. The map. Boys scream. It's a trap. Run. Rocks smash together. Caging, Ailing, and Lugger. Shall we walk? Fernan asks. Lunia looks impressed. Why didn't you use that cheat sooner? She asks. Test over? Grad says, nice work, and drops the ranks. First place, Luina Berv and Fernan. Second place, Ludger Schwaben and Alan Diner. Fernand's glad. Lunia admits they couldn't beat Alan. Didn't think we'd win? Fernan says, a win is a win. Lunia admits it's her first time being there. Totally awesome experience. Grad wraps it up. Back to school. Stay close. Lunia asks, know that new kid, Arian? Met him last night. You met him? Fernan asks, saw him training. He's interesting, cause ... reminded me of your secret sword dance. Fernan, what was that? Lunia asks. MC gets a vision. Another prophecy piece revealed. He wonders if the plot changed. Someone yells at the girl. Luna says she didn't become his knight, but protecting him is her destiny. She charges the demon. Fernan wonders if fate changed. Lunia wakes in the hospital. Someone says he brought her, crying. Those jerks targeted us. Blame the Fellenborg. Fernan gets mad at the disrespect, then snaps back to reality. Luna asks, you okay? You just collapsed. Sick. I'm totally fine. The protagonist replies. Rosalia asked if he needed a medic, but Grad was like, nah, bro needs to toughen up. Fernan noticed, Ian eyeing him like a total enemy, straight hating. But why the sudden remix on the prophecy to be all about Luina? Andromalius was one of those 72 demons crashing the party soon. In the cab, Hyde hyped him up for snagging first place. I'm drained, Fernan groaned. Crash, then, Hyde said. I'll wake you at The carriage kept rolling on. He thought of Demon 72. Snake arm. Black hair. Literally all the info available. Back in those days, demons were basically myths, since the Emperor yeeted them into hiding. With zero info, Ian would handle everyone. So, no biggie. But Luina got wrecked in the fight. Fernan debated spilling the beans, and if she'd even buy it. Tried before, and she just asked if he was okay. He asked if she actually believed in demons. Why the weird question? She asked. Just answer, he pressed. Lewis shrugged. History says yes. Rumor has it, they're still lurking around here too. Then she asked if he bonked his head. Fernan knew, she just thought he was nuts. If she touched some demon residue, maybe she'd get it. Exactly 1 month from now, at the Freshie night class, he'd crush Vernon, the number 2 guy. Vernon would lose his rep, honor, and backup. No one would face him. Ultimately, Vernon gets possessed. Boom, first demon cameo. Slightly indirect, play this right, and getting help becomes a breeze. Since it's solid proof, he could use it to launch his master plan. Annoyingly, he didn't know the where or how of the possession. Ian scanned the paper, claiming Fillenberg saw it coming. Berv still got clout. Iga says, it's all her. Fillenberg did zilch. Can't compare him though. Berv was the only knight who stayed. Ian noted folks, hype up the Fillenbergs more. The ego wind, it was the apocalypse, and if not for war damage, he'd never vibe with those losers. But he recalled Ian could ask for cash since the kid was chill. Fillenberg totally wants an in with Armenia. They're super vague about it to make him drop his guard. Ian asked if Fernan was sus. His fam is broke. Makes no sense. The voice asked why he was hating. Reasons don't matter. Ian admitted he didn't think Fernan was nice just to get something when they first met. Saw him get wrecked by a mob, so he tossed a potion his way. Zero sketchy vibes. He looked legit, worried about the guy. Begging for cash is cringe. You can't buy real trust. My pride was literally screaming. Totally frustrating. Ex-Emperor said he was loaded, yet he can't even buy lunch. Fellenbergs don't do charity. Zip it, hit the dorms, ask for him. Hype claims his young master is swamped with guild work and school. Ayan apologizes. Not a random guest. Arian. Here to see him. Secretary said he brought it up, but the guy is way too busy. Told to bounce. Ain gets it. Feels bad for bugging the senior. Fernan admits that was unexpected. The trap wasn't even baited yet. Hyde walks in, sent Ain packing like you said, but ... Why ditch him if we're watching? Fernan him visiting is odd. It's weird for Ain too, especially since he's totally helpless. Sent him off cause he hesitated. I'll hook him later. Hyde asks, why go so far for a broke, noble kid? Fernan shoots back. Dude's got serious potential. Real talent. He's gonna be a huge asset for us. Won't we lose him? Nah, I've got an in. Fernan smirks. Hit up the vassal families. Grab every elixir they've got. Hyde winces. That's pricey. Giving it away is a huge loss. I'd give more. Not about cash. Can't look broke. Right? Ain wonders if he just met the Fillenberg family. Butler. Ego gripes about the apology. Ain checks the sorry gift box. Ain realizes exactly what this is. ... An elixir made just for him. Guess he's gotta take it. Ego rages. That jerk mocks me with senior constantly. Ain clocks the elixir type and totally freaks out. Ego asks, what gives? Holy bird heart. OP for sword skills. Fernan's actually super chill. Glad we're meeting up later. Ains shook, he's so liked. Gotta hustle for senior now. Couple days later, Vernon asks, so, what's the verdict? Hyde reports Ain, totally wrecked. Veng had skills, but Ain's aura crushed him. Prophecy reboot? He wonders, was it cause of, ... That elixir Fernan definitely helped a bit. Hyde shrugs, Ain probably would have won without it though. Who knows? Fernan muses. Prophecy said Ain wins anyway. If a demon possessed him, perfect chance to get proof. Fernan tells Hyde, keep eyes on Veng for a bit. Track everywhere he goes, who he talks to, everything. Fernan had to get the total lowdown on him. Stalked Veng for 2 weeks. Results? Absolute zero. Something felt sketchy. Big time. Unless Hyde was just lazy. The prophecy's headline act was definitely the demon. If this part's a cakewalk, I'm questioning everything. Salty about his loss. He hunted, ain't down at mid. Spoiler alert, the winner was already obvious. And ain't wasn't playing nice. Exemperor ego means total domination. Ain't dusted Vaughn and bailed. Totally clueless. That nasty demon juice was about to hijack his brain. Fernandine jolted awake, mind racing with that thought. Morning already? Great. Now my naps have spoilers. He pinpointed the moment Vaughn gets possessed right, after losing 2 ain't, and today's the midterm. Cue the anxiety. Hyde's like, up so early. Boss, grab some breakfast. Fernan ignored him, packing gear. It's go time. I'm crashing the freshman exam. Guard me. Hyde bailed. Duke called. Ray. Fernan shot back. Fine. I'll just ... recruit a sub. Hyde smirked. You have 0 friends. Money buys buddies, he said, off to annoy Lunia. She was cramming, but Fernan interrupted. Exactly why I need you. Come along, and I'll extend your debt deadline, ... Double quotes, ... By a few months, but boom! She was in. Where to? That creepy deserted mountain? Fernan grinned. That's a restricted exam zone. We'll get expelled for trespassing. Chill, Fernan shrugged. I made it happen. With cash, she rolled her eyes. Rich, but brainless. Professor Grad let us in. Morally flexible. Nope. Too risky. I'm heading back to the dorms. Hey, we won't get busted. A deal's a deal. For no need. Relax. I just forgot my sword, she admitted. Hurry up then. He waited, wrapped in his invisibility cloak. Gotta stay invisible. Teachers are prowling everywhere. Bribing Grad works, but it creates messy complications. Lunia returned. Duh. Clueless crimes are the worst. Good girl, now move it, Fernan urged. He checked the map. Ain't is currently sitting in second, ... and Vone's third. Close. Did they throw hands yet? Let's go that way. Lunia frowned at him. Is that a teacher's map? Seriously, that's so illegal. Just follow me. Suddenly, he caught a vibe. Was that a monster? Then screamed. Okay, definitely. Fresh meat in danger, Lunia said. I'll investigate. She bolted. Don't die alone. The boy chased after her. Kids out cold. Lunia checked it. Monster attack. But magic saved his butt. Weird vibe though. These retro monsters aren't usually this aggro. Vernon's stress in this mess started way too early to check on Vernon. Suddenly, pressure drops. Boom. Explosion right in front of Luna. She's like, what the heck? She spins around. And boom, ugly troll charging straight at her face. She hacks off its arm with her sword, but the brute just bounces back up. Relentless much. Luna's confused why it's not quitting until whack rock to the back. Vernon's magic, obviously. Dude launched stone spikes right into its spine. Lunia goes full ninja, clinging to a tree to dodge the beast's swipe. She lands, asking Fernan, what's up MC goes? It's a bizarre thing, feels 0 pain. This monster is totally next level nasty. Gotta go for the decapitation. Only way to drop it. Why is it raging? Lunia asks. Fernan remembers the demon prophecy. While the teachers handled the glitch, Vaughn jumped in with everything he had. Classic drama trope. Crisis strikes. Everything goes wrong at once. He readies his staff. Let's handle this jerk first. Map crumbles. Meanwhile, Vaughn hits the dirt, hard, whining about losing again. Ain turns to bounce, but Vaughn tries to grab him. Ain's cold. Give it up. Match is over. Dude, defeated rings in Vaughn's head. He's thinking he totally failed the prince and his one slip up and his air status is toast. Fists clenched. He needs to beat Ain. He gets up and rushes Ain with full power. Mick smirks, spins, and slices the possessed Vaughn up with some slick swordplay. The sword's spirit is confused. Why keep charging? Just take the L with dignity, man. Vaughn's lost it, demanding death, but Ain's not playing that game. Gardner's disgusted. Pathetic worm. You're ruining knightly honor. Ain shrugs. Not a real fight. Anyway, let's dip back to Fernan and Lunia. They finally drop the She's like, forget the elixir. This isn't our mess. Let's bail. Fernan stubborn. We're cutting through. Luna calls him insane. MC points out, you know, killing a berserker isn't that hard, right? Did you plan this? Need a bodyguard? Fernan denies it. She sighs, whatever. The elixir isn't worth ... more than you. But he yells, it totally is, and books it. Elsewhere, Lunia wonders if this is the cursed elixir spot. Vernon realizes the fight with An is already done. Lunia spots Vernon's body. MC warns, don't go near him. She gets closer. It's Calbu. Looks like he passed out mid. She wants to help. Vernon's supposed to help, but our guy says, nah, stay back. She's like, can't ditch him, let's move him. Then Vaughn pops up. Lunia feels the vibe and backs the heck up. She says, whoa, never seen an aura this freaky before. Is that really Vaughn? Vernon says, it's demons. She's skeptical. Our hero shoots back. That jerk is totally possessed by a demon. Just eyeing Vaughn while he's completely zoned out. Vernon thinks prophecy said he'd bail the second he woke up. Guess the target changed. Lunia keeps harping on the demon bit. How do you know? She asks. Vernon thinks I've lost it all. The girl insists that the gotta stop Vaughn, but he taps her shoulder. Just wait 10 minutes? She spins around, but Pufau, our guy, is totally good. Vaughn, she dodges, trying to snap him out of it. Vaughn starts slashing Weil with his sword, dripping dark aura. Defending is tough. She realizes he's too buff. She'll lose. So she blasts her aura to knock Vaughn back. He falls. She knees his chest, screaming, Vaughn? Snap out of it. The demon just lets out a bunch of gnarly screams. He grabs his blade and swings hard. Lunia barely dodges. Demon mode engages. Lunia draws her sword, glowing with energy. Vaughn charges in, and they clash big time. Epic sword fight. Then boom and RGs explode everywhere. Lunia retreats, thinking her aura's draining fast cause of the demon funk. Asterisk. What now? My juice is gonna run out. Asterisk. Seems hopeless, until she spots something weird about Vaughn. Lunia yells for Fernan, who shouts back, over here, hurry. Vaughn grunts, but she literally steps on his head while running. Fernan points, that way, move, while Lunia asks where the heck he was and why he bolted like a coward. Fernan says, it's a demon. She yells, you ditched me to live. Fernan denies it. I set a trap. You can't just beat him. It was almost time. He fell for it. Vaughn steps right into the mana zone. Rocks fly up fast. A sky circle appears and traps Vaughn midair. Magic fire erupts, blasting the demon over and over. Lunia's like, overkill much. What if Vaughn actually dies? Fernan says, won't happen. He tells her to watch. Vaughn's just getting angrier and leaking energy. Lunia says she saw something in the fight, but Fernan whines, man, I really didn't want to use this. He pulls a crystal, conjures juice, and fire wraps the demon again. The mage finishes his spell, sealing the demon in a flame pillar. Right after that hit, Vaughn faceplants onto the ground. Fernan grins. It worked. Mission accomplished. Lunia's like, did we really need to blow that much cash? And he's all, desperate times. Sis. She claims if they just actually, teamed up, they could have wrecked him for free. Fernan's like, nah, way too much evil juju in the air. Lunia shrugs. Sure, world-ending vibes, but it is just for... Then it hits him. Verone is the hero, but he is still a total noob with 0 powers right now. Honestly, at this level, Lunia could totally bench press him. He got so triggered by the word demon that he panicked and blew the budget on traps. Lunia notices Fernan, looking totally dead inside. Dude is just muttering about the bill over and over. Demon Boy tries to jump him, but Fernan smacks him right in the kisser. He drops cold. Fernan sighs, what a useless demon. Later, Vaughn wakes up, confused, asking if that is actually him on the tape. Fernan's like, it is 4K footage. Bruh, cannot fake that quality. Vaughn swears he blanked out after the brawl starts. Fernan explains, the guy went bonkers, got possessed, and went aggro. Vaughn cries, I do not even know any demons. Our hero goes, dude, you felt it. You got slammed hard. You took dozens of magic arrows and a fireball to the face. Only reason you are not toast is that demon juice saving you. We wasted so much gear. Vaughn sighs, fine, I will pay up. Fernan fakes some PTSD, and Vaughn totally buys the guilt trip. Fernan grins, cool, just do the easy thing. Sin here, and this whole mess disappears. Vaughn squints, is this a slave contract? These terms suck. Vernon huffs, wow, I try to save your life, and you are rude. Guess I have no choice but to report you then. Gotta send this tape to the Inquisitors. Those guys work for the Emperor and hate demons. They used to have absolute power. Now they are just thirsty for a win. Vernon adds, they are desperate for a comeback, and they will love this evidence. Vaughn screams, I am not a demon. The hero shrugs, you will get kicked out of school, and your dad will disown his soul-selling son. Vaughn panics and signs, fine, I am yours. Senior. Outside, Lunia asks, shouldn't we just tell a teacher? Vernon shakes his head, not yet. We do not know why Vaughn went full demon mode yet. Someone here is summoning monsters, which is bad news. If we snitch right now, the bad guys will hide. We need them comfortable. Lunia gets it. You are investigating, but why target students? Fernan replies, because the best talent is right here. She nods. Killing the Empire's future. Lame. Call me if you need to slay some demons. Fernan thinks, it's totally nuts, no freebies right now. She'll realize later how dumb that promise was. The profs and aides got called to block the monster wave. Midterms axed. He couldn't stop it solo though. Every test for the whole term got swapped for written drills. Since grades are usually split between combat and paper, kids who mained action feel like it's detention. Ain isn't skipping this fate. His gut says it's sus, no matter how hard he overthinks it. That monster lineup earlier. Total demon job. Reeked of dark energy vibes. But the beast ghosted? Is he tripping, or what? Instinct screams. Demons are coming back. That's why the first emperor showed up. Bad guys are slowly targeting him. He asks, why? Brain goes, duh, don't you get it? It's that Armenian name in your bones. Without them, demons would own the globe. Stay alert. Capan ain't nervous. He's a demon magnet. Meanwhile, at Labis Fernan, yells cause his brain's gonna pop. What's up, boss? He catches a vision. Ain dashing south. Cave diving. Then boom. Spots. A spirit beast playing boss. Way out of his league. Beast drops. Wall crumbles. Mithril or exposed. Stoked. They found the jackpot vein. Swords. Mana blessed, too. Soul can crash inside. Fernan jolts awake. Soul holding metal. ... Elsewhere. Lunia's like. First potions. Now herbs. Fernan. That was Cap. This is real. Lunia. We'll ditch class for a week. The hero talks about prepping and handling it. She says no. He promises gains. Denied Lunia IDK about that, but I can't skip. Fern's getting us up. Tells her to chill. Guy walks in. Long time no see. Bro for mana blessings. Anya. Lunia clocks. Jace finds. He's like, oh bros, not solo. Welcome, miss. Then goes, you good. Big bro Fernan. Same old house school. Still a freshie. Lots to learn. Jace says, Lunia's lost. You guys tight? Fernan, you look shook. Jace, totally normal. Lunia can't believe it. Jace vines. Dragon God Saint. The idolized saint hanging with a cat. Jace. Guess known mages don't get it. Dragon Church honors the magic gift elder. Worships mana itself. Most fans are. That's how mages got so big-time power players. Wanna be an archmage? Gotta get the Pope's thumbs up. Lunia's like, duh, I know. But why does that make us tight? Jace goes, mages built my church, so we needed cash. Lots of it. The Fellenberg's bankroll. Us huge with tons of merchant guild loot. Like saying sugar daddy equals boss. Fernenza. I'm still older though. Luna's squincy for real. The saint. Jace fakes a cry. Ouch. She rolls her eyes. Kidding. Chill. She vibes with it now. Cool. I'm out. Jace pouts. Leaving already. I just got here. Lunia waves. Not getting mixed up in your drama. Doors open. If you flip. He blesses her as she dips. She's gone. Jace turns. So, why'd you buzz me? MC goes, need a hand-grabbing magic weeds. Saint's impressed. Fernan asks, planning to swipe him for yourself. Jace is like, nah, but why now? You're OP. Just go grab him. Fernan. Sighs, tried everything. Still can't find the stupid spot. Technically, the prophecy spill was plenty. Gnaw to find it. 7 lakes in the south. Woods. Scanned the bottom of all 7 for mana veins. 0 myth. Caves magically cloaked. Such a pain to deal with. Jace warns. Random students are banned. You know? Too many eyes. Fernan smirks. Why'd you think I became a Dude repeats it. Requirements are kinda hardcore though. Rare for a sophomore to even help out. Fernan shrugs. Not against the rules. I got in. Jace nods. Merchants are wild. Solid plan. Bruh. Pay up and I'm in. Fernan thinks. What a greedy jerk. Jace flashes a contract. Plan B. Herbs at Eastlake. Gotta make it look like a total accident. So we just vibe and walk around until he asks if I'm awake. My senior was there, he says. Looks like he's a TA too. No cash in this. He goes, bet, he's just chasing extra credit. He yells, yo, senior. But grad cuts in. 30 mins, places, people. Kid whines, but I wanted to say hi to my senior. Meanwhile, Jace is like, I dressed the thing up. Now, bro, gimme some blood and mana. He drips blood on the doll. Boom. Perfect clone. Jace grins. Looks legit. I was top of my class. Ya know? Use this to ditch the Pope constantly. Fernan raises a brow. Jace admits. Okay, Pope's a legend. Can't fool him. Took him hours to catch on though. Still confused him. Fernan stands. Good enough. Fooling the goat mage is wild. Guys, a legit genius. He'd be clutch for her later. But weirdly, the prophecy ghosted him. Mad skills though. Plus, he's deep in that dragon god fan club. Humans hating demons is standard, but the church is extra allergic to them. One demon talked smack, and the church went totally Karen mode about it. Since then, any demon sighting makes the church go. Basically, psycho anti-demon, which means he might actually team up with A. Eventually, Jace is all, you better be back in 5 hours. Fernan gets it, but warns, don't flop on me. He's tree hopping and stalking noting the path only has that one lake on the east side. Then he grins. It's showtime. Gotta follow his senior's orders to the letter. Spots the guy ahead. Von Kabonder. Seriously. Again. Round 2. Von knows he's toast, but can't look like a loser. Flashback to Fernand's training request. That dude is straight up terrifying. Von yells, I do not accept, defeat a size? Dude, wasn't twice enough? 2 or 100? Who cares? My rep is ruined. The swordsman snaps, so now he's got a scrap to fix his honor. The sword spirit goes, kid keeps trying after losing, didn't expect that grit earlier? That's a true knight. Come on, A. Accept the challenge. A replies, bones chill. But PvP is banned here. Guys, sword guy yells, who cares? Rules are dumb, honor is forever. The sword, okay, now I'm embarrassed for him. Vernon watches from way back. Nice work. Keep stalling him. He hops off the branch. Time to handle my own biz. Scans the lake. Total ghost town. Can hunt for mithril without making a racket? Wonders if he should go for it. Finally, magic time. He wants it bad. Gotta find that mithril before it crashes the party. So he cooked up a special summon spell. Come out, buddy. Magic tech is basically just mashing every spell together. In a merchant soul vibe, stacking that cash. Summons a golem near James Nell. Go fetch my myth. Vaughn screams, you ain't passing till you beat me. And A thinks it's super annoying. Enough, you're acting like a toddler. Calbender just remembers the boss saying, stall for at least 1 hour. A asks, what? Vaughn grins, oh, I love doing this. Messing up someone's day, ruining their vibe. I love it. I'm so ready. Come on. A hit me right now. The kid kicks him. What kind of crazy are you? Vaughn flies back. Yeah, I'm nuts. But vanished. Vaughn checks the time. 1 hour and 10 minutes. Boom. He's in the clear. In the cave, A thinks, finally, shook him. No dueling allowed. Anyway, won't find the loot unless he looks hard. But Ego says, it's obvious. Yo, something sketchy here. A warns, catching weird vibes. Not just the magic herbs. Voice inside goes, look down, check the petals. Bingo! Right where the hint said. Meanwhile, underwater Fernan grins. He and his golem James scored the crystals. A's, like, big yikes. Guys, they found the herbs. But mining with that beast nearby? Suicide. Egos shook. Sea dragon? Bad timing. Let's dip and come back. A asks if he needs to. Throw hands? Ego goes. Only if you want to be lunch. That? Mobs up suddenly? Rumble. Rock spunk the dragon. It wakes up Matt. Ego screams. We're cooked. A size. Guess I gotta solo this boss now. Stop. Run, Ego yells. It's way out of your league. Beast charges. Don't look back. Just eat yourself out. A hops, the charge like a pro. Spins the sword. Bonk. Tail slaps. A's side. Oof. Slides on the water. Eyes popping. Snake roars again, forcing A to power up. Beast spits a hydro pump. A tries to block. Digs his heels in, but gets shoved back hard. Splat. They both drop to the lower level. Fernan, here's the noise. Dragon awake. I fed it. I'm noping out. Dealing with the demon stuff woke A up like the prophecy said. Which is why he gifted that holy bird heart. He's probably fine. He tells James, let's bounce. A Barra clings to a wall. Almost died. He whines. Ego says, told ya to run. Bro. A argues, it came at me for blood. If the floor didn't break, you'd be a snack. Ego roasts. Didn't I tank it well? Only cause of the heart buff. Ego says, but at least, the herbs are safe. A's, way down deep though. Climbing, takes forever. Ego senses loot. A feels zilch. They keep walking, and A asks, this the spot? There was nothing, but Ghost insists. Trust me, it's here. Hurry up and dig. Slowpoke. A moves a rock, and bam. Glowing, or vein. Outside, Jace asks, you get the goods. Yup, Fernan nods. Any trouble? Just some mobs. Jace shrugs. He gives props to the saint, saying they need a paper contract next time. Later, Fernan thinks got mithril. Just need the combo or mithril acts like a mana sponge, but looks pretty dull on its own. It needs a mixer to shine, and not just some cheap junk metal. The perfect match for it. That would be adamant. The toughest stuff in existence. But it's super rare. How am I supposed to snag some with 0 cash? Suddenly, someone screamed for help nearby. I was musing on metal while this kid zoomed by, begging to be saved from wolves. She was like, hello, help. So I guess I had to step in. But seriously, why is an elf struggling out here? The second I spoke, she leaped up a tree. Dealing with her kind is such a drag. She blasted the wolves with wind and asked, happy. I asked if she was plotting something. The elf claimed it was total luck, and I told her to just move along. Then she flipped, admitting she was there to network with the prince's crew. She introduced herself as Ariel. I mentioned her rep for flirting with rich heirs. She asked to be friends, but I shut that down fast. Told her I'm too old. She hit back with, shouldn't we elites vibe? I said we ain't gotta be close. She bragged her fam is top tier now. That was her excuse. To play nice? I asked. No friends in your own squad. She whined about how hard elf life is. Expensive tastes, you know. She clearly never worries about the bill. So shameless. She wants all 6 elites as pals. Then she paused. Someone shouted to find the Professor ASAP Water Dragon at Lake Farron. I was confused, and Ariel asked why it popped up now. She looked for me, but I was already sprinting at the beast. This is bad. The prophecy never mentioned a dragon here. Wondering what happened to the kid? While teachers yelled at first years to retreat. A voice told A the dragon was there because he swiped that herb, let the professor handle it, and bail. I tried to sneak off, but the dragon loomed right behind him. I spun around, but I swooped in to save him. Staff raised, blasting a huge magic circle. Stone spikes shot out, aiming right for the lizard. It fought back. I thought, maybe this thing's too strong. Profgrad praised my defense and charged in with backup. The beast decided to bolt. Weird. Did I glitch the prophecy? Am I stuck saving the world? I haven't made my cash back yet, so I'd be bust if I die. I checked on A, who looked totally Acampoli, his senior, actually showed up to save his bacon. And Fernan shrugs, saying keeping students alive is just part of the gig. But hey, as long as he's unhurt, that's cool. Duty calls. A asks for a quick sec to chat up his senior. Fernan says shoot, but the kid admits it's kinda cringe to say out in the open. They find a quiet spot. Fernan goes. Coast is clear. Spill it. A asks if the guild buys ores. Fernan nods, asking if he's shopping. Fernan corrects himself. Nope, the kid's broke. So, no shopping today? The kid can't even roast him back on that one. And Fernan realizes that slipped out since he's usually chill with him. Forgot he's gonna expel the kid later. No point starting beef now. He hits him with a quick, my bad. If that stung his feelings, totally unintentional. A just laughs. Chill, I know you're playing. Fernan asks, what's for sale? Kid flashes a chunk of he was just pressuring A, but Bamadamantine right in his face. Total main character energy. Fernan tells himself to keep his cool. Fernan stares. You seriously trying to sell that right now? Adamantine is crazy rare, so he needs to know where it came from. A pleads the 5th on the spot, but swears he got it. Legit. He farmed a ton of it, and his inventory is totally maxed out. Fernan guesses it was the cave. No mithril, just pure adamant. Seriously, what kind of broken dungeon even spawns? Both? A cutscene. If he wants it, there are a few conditions. His inner voice screams, watch out. Fellenbergs are sneaky snakes. He wraps up his list of demands. Fernan agrees to the deal, but asks the big question. Why sell to him? Us says he just needs to offload it fast. Stuff's too rare. Keeping it puts a giant target on his back. The Armin clan isn't buff enough to guard loot like that. Fernan asks if he considered he could just kill him and take it. Alafsna, the guy who fought a dragon for him, wouldn't. He realizes this kid trusts him 100% now. So he admits he's right. Lots to handle. Anna gets it. Fernan reminds him, I saved you from that water dragon. Kid, so if he ever scams him broke, just remember who saved his life. Don't ever forget, he put his own ... life on the line. A nods, loud and clear. Bah. Fernan turns, warning he'll draft the contract and hit him up. A's confused. Ego says he just went nuts over the ad. Back home, Hyde announces his return, asking for status updates. Fernan looks up, asking if he finally ... made it back. Sitting on a literal throne of rare magical or Hyde asks where he got it. Fernan smirks. Bought some? Mine some. Even money can't buy this. Selling it crushes this year's revenue goals. Fernan just grins and replies. Nah, that's definitely not for sale. Hyde asks the plan. Fernan taps his cup. I'm selling a giant. Walk in ego. Knights get horses, elves get spirits, merchants, we get nada. Why do we have to be the lonely ones? So I'm fixing it. I'm building a massive ego golem. Fernan explains golems need insane magic tech and heaps of cash. Only rich kids can dream of this. Demon War's coming. Things are gonna get messy fast. I need a bodyguard. Something big, tough, and solid. Hyde doesn't get why a seller needs a mech, but the boss is vibing, so he keeps his mouth shut. He asks, so, how huge are we talking? 10 meters, gonna be epic. The Nooch brain freeze? He thinks, great. Another cursed prophecy. Hyde drags him to bed. Chew on this thermometer. I'm not sick. Dude, you keep screaming in pain. Hyde checks. The temp, it's spiking bad. Gotta deal with it. Side effect of that lightning, zap. Fernan recalls the vision he just saw. A contractor attacks Ain at the yacht club. That fancy spot where only the snobs hang out? Fernan was networking. He even pitched the boat party. Then, a monster crashes it. Perfect timing, really. And the contractor snuck right on board. Is my own fam involved in this mess? A traitor? Humans are totally useless. Fernan wonders why folks want us adamant. Ain is doomed. Total ruin incoming. Everyone's gonna think he's signed a demon pact. Hyde sees the fever and slaps an ice pack on him. Fever's high. Calling a dosey wait. A guest is here. We should probably kick him out. Fernan's like, I didn't invite anyone. But he goes. He smells that sweet cash. It's Professor Grad. You buying that sea dragon carcass? Grad nods. Folks said you're cheap, but I doubt it. Don't prove the rumors right, kid. Fernan thinks useful guy. Is hustling students, okay? Grad asks, who's crazy enough to fight a fel- Why'd you ask Rosalia? To assist you. She's too strict. Come to me next time. This is official academy biz. I'm the boss. Your fam sent me. Fernan shrugs. I just want a piece. Grad whines. I'm not selling scraps. Buy the whole thing. It's all gold. Fernan agrees. Bones, teeth, super durable stuff. Great for gear. Eyes have mana. Scales make sick armor. Buying it all rocks. But biz is biz. Max profits only. Grad's like I'll sell elsewhere. Fernan go. ... Double quotes, dude. Exercise. Mobs always go to the ... Profs fund. Wouldn't a fat payout be better? Grad wants the bag. What you craving? Bruh. Fernan, exclusive rights to sell ships to the school. They buy a boat, gotta be Golden Turtle brand. Grad Seuss. Why the academy? That's really it. Fernan nods. Yep, thinking. Not vital yet. But post-prophecy. Naval battles are hyped now. Avi. Dodge damage and skip massive repair bills. AKA easy money. Bookstore. Girl wants a cookbook. Scanned the aisle. Zilch. Totally missing. Librarian dude. Sold out. Let me check back. Pops the door. Starts snooping around. Demon vibes creep up behind him. Report time? Update. Armin missed Ven. Plan failed. Someone interfered. Trexer totally go. Guy asks, lost cause. Minion says, yeah. Creature says it'll try. New Hacksman says, nah, drop it. Too far. Focus on the next scheme for now. Weird. If Cal fought, energy would spike. Why silence? Tracks vanished. He wonders, total fluke or someone playing for D chess? Monster asks, do they know I exist? Man, impossible. World's asleep. Guesses, it's a fluke. Gonna lay low. They're weak RN. Exposure equals game over. Main quest, end Armin. Kid's growth is insane. Don't know why, but it matters. First Emperor's stats. Plan needs to work. Armin maxing out equals bad news. Don't fail again. Understood. Poof. Gone. Guy leaves. Tells girl. Found that book. She's like, have a killer day. At a spot, Fernan asks. Lua sense any vibes. 3 days ago, Bella Hone, ranked 19. Lua nods. He asks how it went down. Lua she wanted a duel, said she leveled up. Usually they use wood, but she wanted real steel. This time, don't know if she's juicing on elixirs, but Bella was acting mad cocky. Wasn't just talk either her. Sword swung way heavier than usual. Skills leveled up too. She actually tagged Luina, but it wasn't just muscle. She was moving crazy fast, dodging Luina like a total ninja. Luina's like, whoa, new stats. You're way faster and stronger. Bella claims she's just feeling herself lately. Total body control. Sounds nice, but Luina flares her aura. Round 2, let's go. Fernan gets nosy, asking if the girl took the L, but Lu sighs. Nope, not over yet. Bella's style is all smash-mouth swordplay. Total destruction mode. But swinging that huge hunk of metal sucks. Up close. Big drawback there. Suddenly, weird vibes hit. Bella pulls a crazy move to block the blast. She backs off, gripping the blade. Still can't control this junk. Lua nods. Yeah, that's exactly how it went down. Fernan asks, Demon Mohawk, for real? She nods, brief, but totally demonic nasty vibes. Confirmed. But Bella, totally chill after. No weird side effects at all. Unlike Vaughn, she kept her cool. Health bar full, mind clear. Maybe a fluke? But Fernan wants to snoop around the case. Luina agrees. Can't let her bestie turn evil, right? Not an option. She hopes Fernan helps. He's like, I'll try my way. No promises. But one thing bugged him, candy good. Luina, oh yeah, delicious. Elsewhere, Fernan retraces Bella's steps. Stalker, mode activated. Like that creep Veng, 0 shady meetups found. Clean record. No trauma drama either. She's got solid friends. No dark angsty cracks for evil to creep into her heart. If Lu's right about the demon juice, it's weird. No contract. Can you even use that power cluelessly without signing your soul away? Maybe Luina just hallucinated the bad vibes. Who knows? Bam. Migraine hits. He sees a blood-red demon sky vision. Spotted Ain looking super stressed out in the vision. Deja vu. The voice in his head says, everyone's acting weird. Bad energy spikes. Andromalius is waking up. Uh-oh. Literal hellscape. Was this right before the boss dropped? Ego claims everyone's infected. They gotta investigate this mess. Taking the gardener's tips, Ain pushed mana into the students. Science experiment. Time. Turns out, they've been slowly infected for ages. Creepy stuff. Totally under the radar since the energy leak was low-key. Vernon thinks, I need a vessel to blow this whole thing open. Gotta crank up the mana, volume 2 max. Gardener points at a glowing circle behind them. Smash that thing. Snap. The scene inside Fernand's brain flipped. Lunia is shrieking A's name, claiming Bella is totally Fernand's thinking, is she actually possessed right now? I realized this wasn't a buff circle, but a straight-up demon hotline. Creepy crawlies start popping out the portal, and the only vibe inside Fernand's head. Demons are back, baby. He jolts awake, totally shook by the nightmare. Zero time to chill. He bolts for the door, yelling for Louis. She's all, am I safe? Did I turn into a zombie? Big trouble if they get caught. Fernand's like, chill, you clueless? He'll make sure she didn't chat up a demon or kill anyone. Luna's grateful. Fernand just needs his living evidence, breathing, win-win. He needs her fangirling over him across the continent. Gotta prove those spooky vibes are hiding in her. Bod first. Bella asks if Lou has been waiting ages for class to wrap. Luina shakes her head. Nah, we just got here. Fernand pokes her forehead. Yo, you got demons inside that skull. Spill the beans. Bella recoils. Ugh, you sick in the head? Not a joke. You're a ticking time bomb of crazy, he insists. And then the big bosses show up to wreck you. Bella glares. Is that a threat, weirdo? Just spitting facts, Fernand shrugs. She insists she's Gucci. Luna grabs his arm, begging Bella to just play along for once. Bella caves for. Luna Fernand was ready to KO her anyway. She agrees to follow orders. But there's a catch. If I'm clean, you apologize to us. Fernand, why her too? Bella smirks, claiming it was just two. Went over little Luina? He agrees. Warning, she gotta show him her hangouts to track the demon cootie. Luina asks, didn't we already check there? Fernand hisses, you're ruining the investigation vibe. Fernand found Zilch solo, so they hit a spot. Total bust. Training hall. More like Laming Hall. He gripes. Darms, cafeteria, everything's boringly normal. Library time, librarians, all. Oh, look who actually showed up. Lunia snitches. Bella is obsessed with cheesy romance novels. Basic, hobby. Fernand senses a vibe, but maybe not the source. Maybe it's a cursed object. He muses. Librarian grins. Good to see ya, Mr. Fern. How you know me? Librarian claims he's a merchant who sold him stuff once, then tries to push a perfect book. Fernand, Pasa's got plenty at home. Guy acts all heartbroken. Luna hollers for him. Fernand waves bye to the creeper. Guy leaks dark energy, whispering, you'll be back, kid. Is this secret snack bar seriously in the guild? Bella asked, confused. Never seen it before. Fernand smirked. VIPs only. Top-tier spot to dodge gossip. Door swings open. Lunia cringe faces at Jace, who hits them with mana. Blessings. While Bella squeals, I believe. Fernand, asked if he brought the goods. Yep, but strictly, no refunds or exchanges, Jace warned. What's the deal? Why is he here? Bella quizzed. Jace is gonna prove you've got demon cooties. Fernand dropped the bomb. And how's he pulling that off? She snapped. We prepped for this, Jace explained. Prophecies said demons would make a comeback tour. Nothing beats this gizmo for sniffing out dark vibes. What's the name? Jace probed. Bella, second year night, she replied. Hold this orb with both hands. Mana's gonna scan you, Jace instructed. You sure about this? Lunia whispered. Fernand nodded, trusting Jace. Bella looked shaky. Chill, Jace whispered, leaning in. I know you don't buy the infection thing. You're just here for the paycheck. Just go with the flow. Bella grabbed it. Let's wrap this up so I can get my apology. A blinding flash hit, and Jace's fox eyes snapped open. Ooh! Check that color shift, he remarked. Does that mean I'm clean? Bella hoped. Total opposite. Fernand sighed. It only changes hue when it smells trouble. No way. Bella panicked. Fernand tried to chill her, but Jace started chanting a dragon god purge spell. He whipped up a fireball, ready to blast Bella to the afterlife. She shrieked Jace's name, dropping the orb. Luna swooped in, blocking the magic with her blade. I'm taking her out, Jace roared. Later, calming down, he explained students were catching bad vibes. You really didn't see a demon? Fernand replied he'd been stalking her for days with zero red flags. Bad news if I'm right, Jace muttered. We should call for backup, Jace suggested. No, Fernand countered. If word gets out, the demons vanish. Listen up, the enemy can't know, we're on to them. I've got a plan to ambush the whole lot, if you help. Jace nodded. Just tell me the play. Can you scrub that dark energy out of Bella? Fernan asked. Hand? The saint demanded. Bella hesitated, thinking he'd try to kill her again. I'm just detoxing your mana. Chill, he insisted. Liar, you've got psycho eyes. Bella shrieked, terrified. Fernan, handle this. Lunia yelled. She's good people, Fernan stressed. Cut the creepy stare, or you're messing up the plan. Jace processed that and switched back. To his innocent fox. Look, apologizing. Han, please. My holy magic wipes out baddies, not innocent victims. Bella asks if the magic is legit. Jace grabs her hand, swearing he's not gonna hurt her. Just a tiny burn inside, he warns. Bad vibes, cleared. Bella's totally code on the floor. Luna's shocked, the dorm didn't crumble from the spell. Fernan says he built it tough to handle. Shockwaves. Is Bella okay though? She'll wake soon. Carry her. Fernan says, wait. He pours wine. Fake drunk, looks way less sus. Gotta stay sharp around those demons. Lua says it ruins her rep. Fernan says to mask Bella's face, then Lua thanks him. He thinks, problem solved. Just use Jace to scan and cure the infected folks. Keeps chaos low and stops future demon drama. First, gotta prep stuff. For the yacht club, check the sus guild guys. Found an employee. Demon ally. Who knows? Most natural vibe where he figures it's unrelated. Future knowledge helps. If it works, a trusts him 100%. They'll be besties in no time. Next day, he grins at Hyde. Time to fish. Director heard from grad. Wants exclusive boat dibs. Say the Sea Dragon is sold. For cash but rights. Nah. One more condition. To swap exclusive rights for Academy for 20 years. Cheap dragon parts. Fernan knows beast bodies are worth more whole. Usually a hard pass. But now he can't bail. He adds the rule. Thinking. School boat biz means major profit. Hyde. Cheers. Fernan's like, chill. Done this before. Hyde asks, why the rights? You need family help. Doubts the Duke will even approve. Fernan says, chill. Chance is coming soon. Hyde's skeptical, but he asks for the yacht staff list. It's on the table. Any suspects? Nope. Zero. Makes sense? Demons aren't easy to spot. A's got this covered. No stress. Sucks if the boat breaks though. Prophecy hero is team for time to check the catch. Library time? Ego asks. He says, epic herbs. Soaked up the bird magic. Gardner goes, sold the adamant, got the cash, recharged mana. Sweet deal. Having a rich ally is the ultimate cheat code. Dan Ain asks, yo Gardner, thoughts on recruiting Fern? Gardner was shook. Ain's like, dude's loaded. We need that wallet on the squad. Gardner admits, okay, not a terrible plan. They aren't total noobs. They'll get how deep this goes. Ain figures. Gotta show Fern the real deal. But rich boys, never seen a demon. Gardner's chill. Demons are real. He'll learn fast. Just don't trust him 100%. Okay? The Finland. Totally shady history with demons. They'd sell their grandma for $1. Zero morals, max profit, bad vibes. But Ain defends him. Now Fernan's not toxic like his Suddenly, he picks up a weird vibe. Hi, he hisses at his spirit buddy. Enter Veloy, Mr. Top Student, hollering for Ain. Sup? Ain asks. Veloy's like, got a yacht club invite? Bruh. +1 allowed. Thought you'd want to crash it. Need a voucher. Since you're an Armin, you fit the bill. Ain repeats it. Gardner whispers. Rich kids. Trouble. 100%. Dude's definitely trying to rope him into drama. Everyone avoids him like the plague because of the Schwaben stuff. Ain's about to bail, but Gardner interrupts. Hold up. Yacht club means ocean, right? Go. Your ancestor left some cool loot out there. Veloy asks. You and Ain nods. Sure. Just text me the D. He dips. Gardner muses. If this works out, we're totally hijacking that Sun Wong setup. How many secrets you got? Ain asks. Enough to wreck demons? Meanwhile, Fernan hands Lunia a yacht invite. She scoffs. You blocked me before. Now you're inviting me. Seriously. Wow, miracles do happen. Bella's a member too. Yeah, I know. Fernan looks clueless. Fernan thinks, yeah, I tried to ban her. Could use the debt. But honestly, way lamer people are in this club than her. Why the sudden change of heart? She demands. Monster traces, he admits. Bad stuff's gonna go down there. It's a trap. Lunia's eyes light up. Perfect. Time for revenge for what they did to Bella. Fernan nods. Love the attitude. Bella up yet? She shakes her head. Nope. Been a whole day. Did Jace fry her brain? Lunchtime, Fernan says. Let's bounce. As they leave, Vaughn shows up and flops on the ground staring at the dirt. How'd I get wrecked this hard? He, the proud Cavender, former number 2 fighter, beaten by that Armin scrub for the family head spot. Pathed it. The prince totally ghosted him. And Veloy his wannabe BFF just bailed. Sniping that boozy yacht club pass he craved. Totally robbed. That invite was meant for him. That jerk Armenian ruined the vibe. But wait. In Once a Lunch Date? Cliffhanger. Alert. Dig the tea. Smash like and sub. Later Gators. Peace.